Unit 2, end of unit assessment study guide. I can write equations, identify graphs, tables, and store problems that represent the same proportional relationship. I can determine the meaning of a point on a given graph, and I can decide if a graph is proportional if the line goes through the origin and is a straight line. Which graphs are not proportional? Well, I know A is not proportional, B is not proportional, and C is not proportional. A and B are not proportional. They do not go through the origin. Which is 0.00, which would be right here and right here. This one is not a straight line. Which graphs are not proportional? So A is not proportional, D, and C. I know that because this one is not a straight line. I know this one, not a straight line and doesn't go through the origin. And then this one is a straight line, but doesn't go through the origin. All right, they want to know what is the price for 3 pounds of peaches. So I'm looking in the crosshair, so I find a point here. So I have pounds of peaches and I have the cost. So I know that this point is 2, 6. I want to find for 1 pound. So I divide by 2. And I get $3. So what's the price for 3 pounds of peaches? Oh, not 3 pounds of peaches. That's for 1 pound of peaches. Good thing I reread it. So I multiply by 3. I get 9. How much do 5 t-shirts cost? So I know that 2 t-shirts cost $14. I want to figure out what 1 t-shirt costs. So I'm going to divide by 2. I get 7. So I want to know what 5 t-shirts cost. And I get 35. What is the meaning of the coordinate 1, 9 in words? Well, I know my x-coordinate is the number of movies watched, and I know 9 is the cost, which is our y. So 1 movie costs $9. What does the point 420 mean on the graph? So I know 420 is the time, and I know this is our distance. So I know in 4 hours, the family traveled 240 miles. All right, write an equation that represents the relationship between the cost of X pounds of blueberries. So I need to figure out the constant of proportionality, or the amount for 1. I'm going to divide by 6. So I know 275x equals y, because 275 times the number of pounds of blueberries is going to give me the total cost. Write an equation that represents the graph. All right, so my constant proportionality is the amount for 1. So negative 2x equals y. Karen is planning the cost of a party. She researched 2 caterers. The table below shows the cost at Parties Plus. The graph shows Fran's Foods. Who charges more for 45 guests, and how much more? Fine for 1 guest. So I'm going to divide by 10. And I get 375. $50 guests. Oops, I lied. 20 guests cost $50. I want to say it's $250, but I don't want to be wrong. Yep. Okay, so I know that who charges more, it's going to be Parties Plus. How much more? Well, I know 375 minus 250 is going to be 125 times 45 guests. $56.25. All right, Joseph and Brooke are each driving home from college. Josh's average speed is represented by y equals 50x. So y is the distance he drove, and x is the amount of time he spent driving. So Josh goes 50 miles per hour. Brooke, on the other hand, she goes 120 miles in 2 hours. So that's 120. I want to figure out what it is for 1 hour so I can compare them. Brooke goes 60 miles per hour. So who travels slower, Josh and he goes 10 miles per hour slower. What's the constant of proportionality for object 2? So that would be the graph with a smaller slope. So that is 0.1510. So that would be 1510, which would be for 1. And I get 2/3 or 0.6 repeating. It doesn't matter how you write it. Last one, they want to know what is the difference between the cost of 10 tickets at the state fair and 10 tickets at the county fair. So it says that the state fair, it was 75 cents per ticket. So now I need to figure out what the price per ticket is for the county fair. One ticket costs 50 cents. So they want to know what is the difference between the cost of 10 tickets at the state fair and 10 tickets at the county fair. Well, I know I have 75 cents minus 50 cents. So that's 25 cents times 10 tickets. It's going to give me $2.50. If you have any more questions or you need extra help, just let me know.